All praises to the Most High. This is Obed Israel coming to you. Another ride out, another day ride out with IBAND Security. Keeping an eye on Esau. Keeping an eye on Esau while Esau watch us gathered together. A nation not desired. Dead, dry bones. God is putting the nation back together. So I'm out here watching Esau while he watch us go about our daily. He's been watching us for 500 years, doing recon and observation and coming up with new ideas how to genocide the people of God, how to take over the earth from God for years. So now it's time for us, as God wake us up, the curse is off of us. Us that will wake up and keep the laws of God and trust in Christ, the curse is off of us. And he's turned the curse back on to the nations who gathered together with Esau in union, create a crafty counsel and a plan to hold us into captivity, mental and physical, economically. They use every avenue they can use to hold us in captivity. So we out here watching and observing their kingdom as God tear it down. Did you hear what I said? We observing God tear their kingdom down, okay? We just gonna look at some of the things they've built, and we know, and we're gonna try to discuss how these things play part in brainwashing, how everything that Esau has built take part in brainwashing and holding a catalyst system to hold these people in chattel slavery like animals. Okay? So they think they've created a foolproof system that will outsmart God and take the earth and the people from God, and so they can rule on the earth. Okay? Forever. It's in the Bible. The Bible said that they think that their rulership is going to last forever, as long as they can just keep the control of these people who God has made gods of the earth. Esau and his agents are here and all over the world. They've created a new race, the mulatto race, and Jesus called them the tares. He sold them the enemy has sold those tares among the Israelites, and Esau used those tares to help keep these people in subjection all through the early centuries, 1400s, when we started coming in here and bringing them in here. And when Esau decided to take his bastard kids and make slave owners out of them and landowners, he knew they were Caucasians. He knew they would never be considered as black, even though he posted them around as Native American Indians. These were supposed to be the people that Columbus met when he came over here. But we were doing government, and Columbus was using those people, those poor white, they called them white trash. They didn't call them white trash, they called them Europeans, they called them all kinds of Christians mainly. He was using them poor, diseased, criminal people to come over here because he knew they would fight against us with no conscience. And we're going to talk about conscience today too. But this is roll call. This is what you must do. This is what you should do. You should take roll call of the people that are around you. And y'all should have a schedule on how you're going to plan your day. Not leaving God out, but mainly focusing on building the nation of Israel back up. While they tear us down, using our own people as their allies, we're going to still try to build and support what we're doing to build our nation back up. We're resisting the devil right now, okay? We are resisting the devil. So we're going to go on these ride-arounds. This is a part of resisting the devil, and give people in other cities a chance to see what this city looks like. Give you sort of like a map. Study these videos and find out how to get around in Indianapolis, and we talk. We try to get on one accord, as civilized as possible, We don't want to be a threat to anybody because we still live in peace with these killers that's killing us. We're still trying to, we don't know who they are. If we knew who y'all was, we come and get you. I guarantee you. If we knew who you supremacists was that's plotting and planning, we'd come and get you. We don't know who y'all are. You got the intelligence and everything. You got us beat right now. But God got you. God has got you. Yahweh Shai, the Hebrew name for our God, Abraham's God, Isaac's God, and Jacob's God, and our God. We've come back to God. Get scared, nation, start trembling, because God is fighting for us again. And if you don't believe it, try him. Try him and see if he don't fight for us. Okay, we're going on the ride. We're going to do the roll call first, okay? And kind of give you the business for today. Tell you what our business is for today. But we're gonna post back up here, and let's see. I can turn this thing around. I'm probably just gonna have to. I'm gonna take and put the roll call on another video, but I'm gonna post this. This is our mission statement. This is I think it's January the 23rd, 24th. I look at my calendar again. But anyway, this is how we start our day. We're going to get started, sign off, and start over, part 2. And hey, the theme of this video is going to be conscience here. We're going to look at our nation. And actually, while we're looking at our nation, and find out what the problems are with our nation, we're going to discover what their mental and physical problems are too, and weaknesses. We're going to do a SWOT analysis, okay, on our people. So we're going to look at the consciousness and the morals, and where our young people's conscience is, because they are the Israelites for tomorrow. And will God have to kill them with the 2/3? Or are they going to be able to be rehabilitated? Can you rehabilitate people? Can people be rehabilitated? Well, we know John. You know Dr. John started AA. He rehabilitated through those 12 steps, which were principles of the Bible of how to beat the flesh. Resist the devil, he'll flee from you. We got James telling us that. But he rehabilitated those drunks. All those beat up drunks for years through these principles, the same principles that God said we must use to defeat our lust and our weaknesses from sin to sin. The same things, the same principles, because God designed the body and the mind the same for everybody. And so addiction's in the mind. We are addicted to this lifestyle of Babylon. Now, can we get rid of it? Can we come back? I just gave you the key. We got to come back to the laws of God and be rebuilt again. Our mental state has to be rebuilt and structured. Super ego, which is the heart, it has to be filled with godly knowledge, which is the mind of God. Because the super ego, believe it or not, it controls the id and the ego. So if people perish for lack of knowledge, that's because our super ego don't have anything in his banks anymore. We don't have a standard. Well, our old folks had a standard. They read that Bible and they knew they didn't want to be like the evil Esau, so they chose to be like the Israelites, not knowing that they were Israelites, but they thought that the laws were the mind of God, and they knew that they would be thinking correctly and have mental wellness if they considered being like God, which our people don't now. The farthest thing from their mind. Get it away. They want to succeed without praying. I think that's what one of the rappers said. I made it and I didn't have to pray. Okay. Let's see if you made it. Let's see if Esau's success is true success, you know? So we watching our young people, but in the meanwhile, there's some we can reach. They're not all the 2/3. So we're going to go out, a drastic attempt to reach our young people. We know what's wrong with them. Their conscience has been seared. They've been given over to vile affections, okay? So we're going to talk about that as we ride out today. Vile affections on our people and the world today.